Yo guys, what's up, it's Krypz and welcome to another quick Destiny fashion video. So today I'll be showing you how to make a whiteout set for the hunter. Now this was highly requested, so I'll also be making a warlock and titan version of these. Now if you haven't already, I would recommend checking out my blackout sets as well after you've seen this video, if you are looking to make your own blackout sets. Now as you can see, this is my whiteout set. Now don't worry, if you see a piece you don't have, I will be showing other pieces that you can use instead. I'll be showing a bunch of other alternative shaders as well, which I think look really nice on a whiteout set. So yeah, before I get into my set, I want to say a bunch of shaders which I think are really good for a whiteout set. Now this doesn't necessarily mean that these are all the shaders that can work, these are just a few that I like, so feel free to comment down below any which you all find. So anyways, these shaders are Monochromatic, War, Color Selected, Precursor X Chrome, Gambit Chrome, Celestial Dome, and Rivalry Resolute. So anyways, as for my set, I'm using the Virtuous Helm ornament from the Season of Dawn Pass with the Celestial Dome shader. As for the arms, I'm using the Luxe handshake with the Charmed I'm Sure ornament. Now I'm using Honors of 9 on this. Now do not worry, I'm only using Honors of 9 to show off this in a white set. I will not be using Honors of 9 or any of the Trials of 9 shaders moving forward because I know a lot of people do not have it. The chest plate is the Luxe vest from the Luxe set in the Eververse archive, and this used the Warrior shader. The boots use the flowing boots from the Prophecy dungeon. Now this is the free to play dungeon in the game, and this used the Warrior shader. And then as for the cloak, I'm using the Luxe cloak, which is also from the Luxe set, and this is using Monochromatic. So yeah, that is pretty much my set right here. Now I could have went with different arms, but I really wanted to use them in this set because I have a really nice cloak here with like a snake trail going along the back, and I think it's just really nice to have it flowing with the arms as well. I know the helmet isn't fully whited out, it's a little bit silver, but it does appear as a white. And yeah, this set suits really nice with the Lumina, and I think it's a pretty good whiteout set. Now I'm going to be moving on to alternative armor pieces you can all use instead. Now a bunch of these are still going to be obtainable, whereas some are going to be from previous seasons. Now anyways, we're going to be starting from the helmet and working our way down. So Celestial Dome is actually a really nice shader to use on a lot of the helmets. So now we are using the Holdfast hood, just so you can see it when it's cloaked. So I definitely think with like the Celestial Dome you could pull off the Dragonfly Regalia. Empyrean you can't as much because you could see a bit of the gold, but if you don't mind the gold then you could go with it. The Neoteric doesn't work too bad. Luxe Knight actually looks really good with this, although it does have a red visor. Canis Luna works amazing with it and gives it a nice white glow. Now I do want to show off the Prefectus too, because I think this is a really nice one to use. If you use Warrior on anything which is like cloth heavy, it will come off as an all white, which is very nice, although on plating it comes off as orange, so you will need to be careful. Like you see here, the cover of the XL is really nice too, and this was the old Trolls helmet, and I'm using Monochromatic on this. And then another one I really like personally is the Holdfast mask. Now this is from the Season of Arrivals, but is currently dropping in this season's legendary engrams. So yeah, there's a few shaders that can work with this. You can make Gambit Chrome work, although it will give a bit of a reddish tint on the eye. Now as you can see, the backrest works extremely well with white. Now I'd only really use Monochromatic. Celestial Dome adds more of a silver. You definitely see a chrome here. So yeah, I just basically use Monochromatic as it makes the glow in the eyes white as well. Now if you're someone like me in PvP and like using Wormhusk, I'd recommend using the Gate Lord ornament with the Celestial Dome. It comes off with a perfect white look. Although I don't like that the eye's still red, it does come off with a nice whitish look. So I definitely use this if you do like Wormhusk. Now with the arms, the strongest shader to use for this is Warrior. The reason why is that there's a lot of nice cloth gear in the game, especially on the arms, and they work perfectly well with Warrior. Anytime you introduce like arm plating, this shader will just make it orange, as you can see. Now the Prefectus grips, which are from this season's pass, are very easy to get, although they do add a little bit of orange here. But I would not use any other shader with this, as you can see. Now this can also work with the Legatus ornament from the Season of the Chosen Pass, but it does add this little bit of orange. Now the flowing pieces also work really well with Warrior. If you want anything with a glow, you can use the Virtuous arms ornament from the Season of Dawn Pass with Monochromatic, and if you're someone who likes Luxe, then you can also use the Chalices Selected on the arms. Now I'm going to be moving on to some quick chest plates. So again, same as last time, I'd stick with Warrior. The Luxe vest, it looks really good with this. the Valkyrian here as well. Then the Lectus ornament, which is also from the Season of the Chosen Pass. Now again, Warweary works really well on the flowing vest. You can get this from the Prophecy dungeon. Then the last items I'll be looking at is Siege Break, as you can see. Now Callister Selected does sort of work with completing on all white, although there is a little bit of gold here, but that's pretty much all I can find in terms of any gold. Now moving on to the boots. The flowing boots again, the flowing set just works amazing with Warweary. Maybe the Northlight boots, as you can see, but it does have a bit of orange at the end. Again, Lectus, there's too much orange on the Lectus boots for it to work well. The Luxe ornament, this also works with nice full white. Now I know a lot of you have been waiting to see what the Stompies would look like. So as you can see, what I am using on mine is Callister Selected, mainly because it can create an all white, but does give gold knee pads. Now I would recommend using the Turbo Kickers ornament. I mean, sure, it gives you a bit of gold at the bottom, but it's not really noticeable by all the cables. As for the R3 treads, Celestial Dome and Monochromatic don't work too bad on it. If you do have this shader, it can make these Stompies, the normal version, an all white with silver on the kneecaps, although this silver will not be that noticeable in a full white set. Now something you should know is this shader is coming back at the end of this month, so if you are missing this, then you can easily go and get it back. Now as for cloaks, this is actually the easiest piece to fully white shader. Pretty much Monochromatic works wonders on all the cloaks in the game. It pretty much depends on the shaderable pieces of the cloak, not necessarily the shader itself. Like here, this has unshadable gold. Really anything will work with Monochromatic, and Monochromatic's great as well as it does eliminate all the glow lines on both the Celestial and the Empyrean cloak, as you can see. And the Memory Arcade 6 cloak also looks really nice from Legendary engrams with the Monochromatic shader. You can still use Warweary, although I have noticed it is a bit darker, as you can see. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Please let me know in the comments below if this helped you out, and if it did, please consider liking the video and subscribing. I have a bunch more content on this channel. But yeah guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks again for 10k subscribers. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.